Hey guys, back with a new video. We've got a bore sighting video. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put this brand new scope on this rifle. I'm going to bore sight it so we're on target and on paper within the first round. That saves you a shit ton of time and money, right? So you're not just wasting through rounds to zero your target. We're going to be shooting at 100 meters. I'm going to show you exactly how to get on paper at 100 meters with your first shot. Step one is going to be picking out an appropriate target. I've got an IPSC target here that I'm going to use, okay? And what I'm basically going to do is I'm using this bottom. I put a piece of paper, a white piece of paper on the bottom. You want something that you can see through your barrel at 100 meters, because all we're doing is looking through our barrel, matching up on the scope what we're seeing in that barrel, and then we're good to go, okay? So the more precise you can be, the better, right? We don't want to look at this whole IPSC target. That would be too big. We need to pick a specific spot, or you can always just pick out that head and use this head part. That's another great thing I do. I'll look through at 100 meters and I'll get that perfectly in the middle of the barrel, and we'll go from there. So I have this white piece of paper here just for the bore sighting, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up onto paper. I'll probably put a little black dot here, so my first shot will be in the center here, and then I'm like, okay, cool, I'll make the corrections, and then start zeroing on these zero targets up here. So I'm always at the range, I'm seeing dudes, and they cannot zero at all, right? They're shooting at a brand new hunting rifle. I know it's a new rifle. They're shooting, they're bringing it into 50 meters, not even on paper, bringing it into 25, and it's just disheartening to see, right? So I want to help anyone out there who has trouble doing this. This will save you a shit ton of time and money. So step one, I'm going to set my target up and then get ready to bore sight. I'm just going to show you right now, this scope's not even on this gun. I'm going to mess around with the elevation, go different ways, windage, same thing, and then I'm going to get her on, mount the scope, 30-inch pounds. I'm using the Arkin rings. Okay, so we have this torqued on. Now we're going to bore sight it. All right, so at this point, the target is up, and we can see it all the way out there, 100 meters. So we'll zoom back out. I have the rifle on a tripod. So it's tripod mounted, and now we need to look through the bore. So take out your bolt, and we're going to look through the bore. Okay. I don't know if you can see this on camera, but if I look through the barrel, yep. So basically, you're going to look through the barrel like I am now. You want to get that paper centered directly in the middle of that barrel. Take your time here, because the more accurate you can be here, right? When we come up to the scope, the optic, we want to see where it is. Okay, so we see that right here, the paper is not in the center of that reticle. So all we have to do is now move the windage, bring it right. So I'm just going to come over here onto the right hand side, right? And let's see if I can do this on camera. That is. Holy shit. And we're just going to turn this. I'm going to turn these knobs, and that reticle is going to move. So now we're more centered on target. If you can see the reticle, we're more centered on target. You can see the reticle is now closer to the target than it was before. So I still need to move a little bit right? So I'm going to come back down here, look through the barrel, confirm I'm still on paper, and then keep coming back up here to the scope to just match it. So I'm looking in, I'm still on paper. The center of the target, honestly, let's move it a little bit here, and I'm going to come up just a bit. Okay, that reticle's now lined up exactly what I'm seeing through the barrel. I'll come down here, confirm, look through again. Okay, cool. Come back up. Come back up, see that I'm on. I'll refine it maybe a few more times. The more time you take here, once you get to live ammo and start shooting, you'll see it makes a big difference. You'll be way closer. So I'm gonna say we're bore sighted for now. I'm gonna put the bolt back in, and we are gonna now take our first shot. We'll take our first bore sighted shot. Got the gun set up. I'm gonna put the bolt back in now. We're gonna take shots, and we'll take the first shot downrange. We'll see if we're on paper. We should be pretty close. And then I'm going to get some chrono speeds, and we'll zero it. So I'm kneeling off the back of this truck. Not the most ideal setup, but for these conditions, it's kind of what I've got. Okay, let's see if we can get on paper from here. Yeah, we can. Get my parallax. All right, so I'm aiming now. The center, the top, actually the top of that white paper. Let's go look on paper. So the first shot we had down here just clipped the bottom edge, but was on paper. So I couldn't see that because this half of this target is kind of folding back into the wind. So I couldn't really even see that from back there. So I gotta come up, it's probably about a foot off, which is not bad, right? So if you have, and that's why I put that dot up on the top, just to give myself some clearance lower. If you wanted to, you could put this up a little bit higher. That way you have more of an area to look at and to potentially miss off of, so you're still seeing it on paper. But okay, that's on paper. Let's bore sight, let's make a correction, and then zero. All right guys, so from here, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure where that impact was using the reticle. I'll measure how many mils it is, and then I'll make those adjustments on the gun. All right, so I'm measuring that, and that's about almost 3 mils low. So I was kind of off with that estimation. So we're gonna come up 3 mils. So we're 4.5, so we want to go to 7.6, cool. And from there we're going to measure right and left. That's about 1 mil right. We need to come 1 mil right. So right we're coming 2R, 2L. All right, so from there, should have about 3 rounds left. I'm gonna get into the, I'm just gonna shoot a group up on top. Probably won't be great because the wind's kind of not moving the bullet, but moving me. Yeah, we'll be all right. Okay. Now, I just shot. I'm gonna make another correction. All right, we're gonna come down 1/2 mil. Come down 1/2 mil, we're gonna come left 0.3. 1, 2, 3, let's go 4. We said we're gonna come down 1/2 mil. Cool. Okay, I'll take a follow-up shot. Now the target's being blown around. I'm being a little bit blown around. We have about 20 mile an hour gusts. Probably not the best day to be doing this video, but come on. I'm just gonna let this wind die down a little bit. We keep getting these 20 to 25 mile an hour gusts, just cruising through. Not ideal for precision work, but it is what it is. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. All right, that round looks good. And from there, we're 4 rounds in. Let's go take a look. Let's take a look at the target now. This is what happened, right? First shot, right down here. I was aiming here, hit down here. I couldn't see it, so I took another shot here, which would put it even lower down here. Not a big deal, right? I only have a 16 power scope, but a higher power magnification would see that impact. I measured then from there to here. And I said, okay, well, in my reticle, I said come up 3 mils and right about 1.5, I said maybe 1 mil. So I made those corrections on the scope, came up, was aiming here. The impact was here. So this was round number 3. Okay, round number 3 right there. So I said, okay, I gotta come down and left. Made those corrections, and we've got touching the black here. So that's the 4th round on target, and that is bullseye. You know what I'm saying? Not bad. So not only was I bore-sighted, but I was also zeroed. And technically, I would probably shoot a group here. I would shoot a group of 3 to 5 just to confirm that 0, make sure, because I could have a group, I might have to move a little bit right or a little bit up or whatever it is, but that's not bad. 4 rounds, I'm zeroed, 100 meter 0, done, okay? All right guys, so just showed you how easy it was. Under 4 rounds, I was bore-sighted and zeroed on a brand new scope that I just threw on and messed with all the dials, right? It's very easy to get zeroed. You should not be spending more than 5 to 6 rounds during that entire process, okay? So hope that helps. Remember, take your time bore sighting. If I took a little bit more time bore sighting instead of looking through this camera to do it, I probably would have been on the actual white paper. You guys can get really close if you take your time and really go back and forth, just confirming that what you see in that scope is exactly what you see through that barrel, okay? Hope that helps, guys.